Well, we're back once again. It's Monday, and you all know what time it is. We had a delay last. We had a delay last week with raps because ERB wasn't out and there wasn't really anything requested. So
Yep. Christmas.
yeah, and
Christmas
Christmas
was a whole
and
thing.
Christmas. So
Merry shit scram.
Jesus. So here we are, and it's time for a little bit more. Ben beat me to it. Ben beat me to it. So,
Yep.
all right. So, Epic Rap Battles of History they are back, and 2 for 2 on awesome pairings on this season so far. So, or here recently, that is.
Yeah.
We had Wayne Gretzky versus Tony Hawk last week, and
Which
now
was a solid matchup.
we have Teddy Roosevelt versus Winston Churchill.
I'm excited for this one.
So, I'm a student of history, and the accomplishments of Teddy Roosevelt's presidency are, well, some see them as legendary, some see them as imperialistic, some people see them as more as socialistic. The other side sees them as like liberating.
Micah, thoughts?
Yeah, socialism, imperialism, those are good words.
Okay, so socialism and imperialism. That's what Micah thinks.
Cookie time.
Starting the Panama Canal, I mean, that's an accomplishment to some degree, but and then we have on the other side Winston Churchill, Mr. Never Give Up. Mr. An Iron Curtain has descended over Eastern Europe, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And some see as the mouthpiece for the British resistance. Whereas the king, the King of England at the time was a stammering, had a problem. He had a stutter, and he had a problem with public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Winston Churchill had no problem with that, and some saw him as a warmonger, which self-admittedly he said, yes, to some degree, I am a warmonger. And I'm critical of both of these people in history, but at the same time, I can look at some of the good that occurred during their times, and I can say, could be worse. Could be worse. Could always be worse. What? Anyway, as per usual,
As is tradition,
yes.
ladies and gentlemen,
Place
place your bets.
your bets, folks.
Wyndham as our special guest.
Yes.
I have to place my bet first.
I'll let you choose when you place your bet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, I can go ahead and place it now. Let me talk through this. Let me see.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So I feel like Winston Churchill, with his reputation and everything that I'm currently remembering that I learned about him, I'm thinking that he's pretty sassy.
He is.
I feel like because it's a rap battle, he may kind of pull through here, because I'm not just thinking of if they actually came and like battled each other in real
Came
life.
to blows.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
if it's about sassiness, I mean, you know what he could do with his words. He was pretty sassy, so he might actually pull through. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Roosevelt may have this one just because of his vigor, and we know that like he went to war and like what he did, and so I don't know. I feel like on the battlefield,
In terms of speaking, public speaking, Churchill is the better speaker. That's what's been said, because
yeah,
as Teddy Roosevelt once said, "I speak softly, yet I carry a big stick."
yeah,
To him, actions spoke louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
In which, when he would challenge heads of state to boxing matches,
Yep.
yeah.
that kind of speaks louder than.
And so that's what I'm saying. Winston may win here, but I'm just thinking. I don't know. For some reason, I'm gonna say Roosevelt for now, but then I'm probably gonna eat my words and go, I knew he was gonna be sassy.
Pulling for So you're pulling for. So you think
Vote for Roosevelt.
Vote for
currently,
Roosevelt. Okay.
But not entirely sure on your pick.
Exactly.
That's
right.
fair.
And
That's
I
fair.
think that's a fair judgment of things based on my knowledge of and what I remember of learning about these two in history.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's fair. Same
Speaking
here.
of history, Nate, you're up
Okay.
next.
All right, so
Why is he next for history?
Well, because he was a history major.
Oh, there you go.
So okay, for me, given given both of these men, I spoke at them at good length. Who I think will win a rap battle? I'll say because he was a better orator, Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill to me was the better orator.
Mm-mm.
Teddy Roosevelt, better warrior. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want to fight him. I
Yeah,
wouldn't want to
yeah.
get in a boxing match with him, especially in his younger days, back when he was president, because people forget he was the youngest president ever. He wasn't the youngest elected. He was the youngest president ever because McKinley was assassinated and Roosevelt took over at in the beginning of his 43rd year of life, whereas Kennedy took over when he was almost 44. So to me, I would say Churchill because of him being a better orator.
All right. Micah, make your pick.
I was gonna make a pick, but then you said the V word, and it kind of got me all squeamish. So
What's that?
then said vote.
Oh.
So now
Oh.
I guess I have to abstain.
Oh
Again,
damn.
Micah, come on, man.
But-
Micah.
Micah,
Okay.
now-
Here, in
Outside looking in on your
Make a
Micah,
politics.
prediction.
in
then.
terms
It's not
in
a
terms
vote.
of your
I feel like-
capitalistic vigor,
Prediction.
make a bet.
I feel like actually Wyndham's argument, but the other side, I feel like Winston Churchill's sassiness is going to pull through.
All right.
I'm
So,
saying, I'm feeling the sass, but I'm going Roosevelt for some reason.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
All right. So 2 for Churchill. Two bets for Churchill.
2 bets for Churchill, 1 bet for Teddy Roosevelt.
Also, fun fact: Teddy Roosevelt was one of the first recorded people to actively engage in bodybuilding.
That's true.
Mhm.
I remember that too.
He was picked on as a kid, so he got super buff,
Got swole.
big McLarge huge.
Yep.
Also,
Well, for the time.
there's actually audio recordings of Teddy Roosevelt. He had a very strange way of talking. He was like, and today we are here to speak on things that, in all honesty, we have no idea what to ponder.
It kind of sounds like that's like the early stages of the transatlantic accent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
But Ben,
All right. We were discussing this rap battle
yes,
earlier a little bit because I was excited for it.
I am as well.
And so I was reminded of a comic that said, the quote was about Roosevelt when he passed away.
Yeah.
They said, of course, death would have to come for him while he was asleep. If he was awake, there would have been a fight. And then the comic cuts to, death, scythe, black cloak, all of this,
Yeah.
leaning over a bed where there's a Teddy Roosevelt dummy that's been put there. Like, it looks like there's somebody there and there's a pillow with Teddy Roosevelt's face drawn on it. And out of the inky shadows behind death, there is Teddy Roosevelt.
I feel like somewhere in the over 1,000 executive orders he wrote, he pretty much outlawed death coming for politicians, and it probably couldn't get through the federal government's bureaucaucy to get to him.
You forget the Grim Reaper supersedes federal regulations. And
I
it's
sure
just like,
hope so.
And it's just like, he does, because he just comes in and does, I do what I want, yoink.
There are no rules.
I sure hope so.
I think you're a fan of death, Micah, because he takes away the people that you don't like.
Well, I mean, everybody dies.
Yeah.
Actually, part of Elena's family Christmas traditions is to watch The Hogfather.
The Hogfather?
Yeah. So it's a Terry Pratchett. It's essentially a movie of a Terry Pratchett book.
Oh.
And Terry Pratchett's version of death is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'm going Roosevelt.
Wow. Okay,
I'm
so it's
gonna-
2-2.
Yeah, we've got a split decision here.
So-
I'm going Roosevelt.
2 votes Churchill, me and Micah, and 2 votes Roosevelt, Wyndham and Ben.
Well, now I mean, there's better orator, but honestly, you want to talk about being mean and just downright filthy. I don't think Churchill's got it. I think Roosevelt's got him beat there.
Well, Roosevelt did go charging up San Juan Hill, but yet he dumped President Taft with the bill.
So, all right. So we have a perfectly split decision here. 2-2. So let's do it. Let's see what we got.
Click and go.
Oh, this is gonna be.
That's
good.
an old timey sounding.
I
beat.
like that.
Dan Bull?
Good.
Hey, Lloyd!
Yep.
A challenge. I love competition. Now where would I mount the stuffed head of a Winston? I'm into fitness, digging ditches through an isthmus, rough riding down a Cuban line. What's up, bitches? I like my food and drugs. I'm an American stock, and you're the British Alma Five.
Ooh.
Sake, look at that mug. At least grow a spruce mustache and cover part of it up. And let's face it, you're not all that great. You tossed away lives in Gallipoli like they were scraps off your plate.
Ooh,
This
that's-
little
yeah,
country is
that's
the size of one state. See my way through running that without donning my pants. Now go toe to toe with me, you bloated drunk old man. Why don't you do on over to a 12-step club? Bust the trust fund lush with my American muscle. So walk softly over here and give my big stick a suckle. Pass me
Oh.
a cigar and a large glass of brandy. I'm about to take you out prematurely, like your family.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fresh in a hat and dinner jacket.
I don't
You
like
look
dead
a
family
mix of
jokes.
Epic Lloyd and a Pringles packet. I was saving the planet from an axis of darkness while you were back home opening national parks. You were born
That's
an
true.
asthmatic, you're going to choke
Oh,
hard
gosh,
while
yeah.
I wake up every day and chain smoke cigars. I'll fight you on
True.
the beaches. I'll fight you on the beaches. Any way you want to fight, I'll fight you and I'll beat you. See, I might be battling you even though I'm toasted, but tomorrow I'll be sober and you'll still be roasted. My parents died when they were young and it was morbid, but at least they didn't ditch me when they were alive like yours did. Oh shit,
Ooh.
World War too soon. Well, Teddy's dropping bombs, so you best go. Hadn't you do? You should be ashamed of your military honor. Everyone knows you're back at home like thank God for Pearl Harbor. Don't worry, the U.S. will give you a pass.
man.
Just change your
Damn.
poster to keep calm and kiss my cousin's ass. Steady there. I don't think it's very fair for a British bulldog to melee with a teddy bear. You're no man, you're an overgrown boy scout. I should stuff you in a pram just so you can throw your toys out. They put your fat head on a mountain to save face, but if Rushmore was a band, then you'd play bass. Look at the
Oh.
about the Churchill. A bullet to the chest won't stop you. My words will. A bullet can't stop the bull moose. CR'll give WC the full deuce. Whatever shit you throw at me, I'll just return to sender. I'll battle to the end and I will never surrender. Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
That was excellent.
Oh, that's true about Teddy Roosevelt getting shot.
Yep.
He got shot while before he was about to make a speech, and then
Gets
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 stitched up.
shot. Yeah.
Gets the bullet removed, stitched up, gets back up on stage, and finishes the speech.
Yep.
What a boss. But honestly, okay.
Man, that's a tough one.
The
to
National
call.
Parks line,
Ooh.
that's truth.
I liked how he said that you'd play bass.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Eh.
Well, actually, Rush, I'd say probably one of the most talented players in Rush is Geddy Lee, who plays the bass. Rushmore. But still, Rushmore, that he would, I think he probably would play bass because look who he's up there against.
Yeah.
He's up there against a wooden tooth drunk, a closeted racist, and a man who disowned his own kids because they weren't the same skin color as him. Hello. None of the
Did George Washington really have wooden teeth? I always thought that was just like a old wives' tale.
He really did.
Oh, really?
He really did. He actually it was a little bit later in life than people give credit for, but they actually were like custom carved to be as anatomically correct as possible.
I always thought that was just like a made-up wives' tale because in a lot of old portraits, you just had to sit there for your portrait to be painted, so nobody could hold a smile that long.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's
It's
why no one
true.
smiled in old paintings.
Yeah.
Or even old photographs, because
Well-
Look at the recommendation that's been sitting there. Date me.
Okay.
He's talking to you, Micah.
Oh, Pewds.
Must
That's
be.
PewDiePie. That's
Anyway.
mostly PewDiePie. Okay, so
All right. So the question is, as they stated,
Yep.
who won?
Honestly, that was actually probably one of the best written ones that I can recall. And I kind of have a hard time picking. That was really close for me.
okay.
I can
I think
agree
it
with
was
that.
close. I think it was close. I think Well, I don't know. And
Of course,
maybe,
I'm probably biased because I can't stand either of them.
Okay.
I think I'm like. It seemed like Roosevelt went and they had about the same length, and then Churchill went, and then it seemed like Roosevelt had a little bit of a second one, and then Churchill had a lot of a second wind.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Did you guys feel like that too? Like they didn't give
Well, I
Roosevelt
felt-
second go. It didn't.
I
seem like
felt
they
the
gave him a long
bars. I felt the
time.
bars were equal. I felt. Let's go back. Actually,
Maybe
let me,
I'm wrong. It just
Let me
seemed
mute.
like
Let me
it.
mute the video real quick and let's go back
Mhm.
and see. So, here's the second verse. So that's two. See, it's first bar. That's 2 bars. World War II soon. Thank God for
Maybe
Pearl
not.
Harbor.
Yeah, go for Pearl
Yep.
Harbor.
That one was a pretty good line
That was a really good line. yeah.
because
Okay. Well, actually, I'm looking. He did have false teeth, and whilst there are claims that that were all wooden teeth, it was actually hippopotamus ivory and
Mhm.
false human teeth and metal fasteners.
I didn't know that. I always thought
Yep.
it was like some old wives' tale.
So he did have false teeth, but
not wooden ones.
but not fully wooden. No.
Yep.
Okay, so
I guess they had the same. For some reason, it felt like Churchill's second go was longer.
Well, I guess because the way it sort of went, Roosevelt jumped back in, and then they sort of went back and
Right.
forth very quickly.
yeah, there
Might
at the
be
end.
why. But that one, I agree. This was maybe the most even rap battle they've had, certainly in a long time.
I'd say so. It's
Of the ones this season, I feel perfectly safe in saying this is the best one so far.
Like I think this for me, this is a draw.
this.
I can't really-
I see this as a draw as well. Both guys got really good lines in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like Teddy won the first round, and then Winston won the second. And I felt I can't really come to a decision. I have to call a draw as well.
Honestly, I think my view on it is it would come down day to day which one I think won.
Okay.
Which says to me, yeah, that's as close to a draw as you're going to get. And they both had some excellent lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Really
And
good
I
lines.
think they both made obviously references to their accomplishments,
Yeah.
and then also both of them made references to our culture today, which kind of made it seem like more of a dig, you
Mhm.
know. And I feel like that's probably like both of them had moments we were like, oof.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So,
true.
which usually for me, that's usually what determines who wins is when I go, ouch, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he
So,
gets
and
into
both of
really
them,
good
both of
jabs.
them had a lot of that. So,
Wow.
I
mean,
think it's a universe. Are you saying you can't really come to a decision either, Wyndham?
I
or-
think I'm trying to think. I mean, I will say though that the Churchill line about if you were, you know, the heads of Mount Rushmore were in a band, you would play bass. So basically saying compared to the other people don't talk about him as much as the other presidents that are up on Mount Rushmore.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, like I get that's what he was saying, and so I feel like that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a president's legacy changes over time
Oh, yeah.
because as anyone knows, in terms of history, it's not well. Sometimes the truth does get through, but history isn't always the truth. History sometimes is pop culture, and if there is a popular form, like if there's a popular story of Teddy Roosevelt that gets popular enough, his posthumous approval rating will go up.
Yeah.
Simply because of that, because
Well,
pop
I mean,
culture.
Teddy
dominates
Roosevelt
so
has been a
much.
meme for a long time now. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
like everyone's touted him as like the essential picture of like American manly virtue. You know,
Whereas you see him as
I think he's just super in love with his own ego, and he massively expanded the federal government.
yeah. Well, he is a politician. Let's not forget that.
Yep.
Ah, boy. All right.
I-
So
You know, I think this might be the first time in Renegades history where we've actually fully called a draw.
I think so too. I mean, there's been some where the majority of us have abstained from giving a direct winner, and like one or two of us picks a winner.
Yeah.
But
this
never,
is the first time where we've unanimously called a draw.
yeah,
Stevie Wonder versus Wonder Woman. Micah abstained. You picked Stevie Wonder. I picked Wonder Woman.
yeah.
So that technically is a wash. But
That's-
this is the
that's a
first
draw.
time where we've all picked a draw.
Yeah.
So that's
Weird. That's the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
That's just
I knew it had to happen eventually.
same
It's
here.
just when. Huh.
Now, apparently.
Renegades, moment of history.
Yep. That's of the ones for that to happen. This is it. This is the one.
Yeah, I'd say so too. So, dang.
I'd
say that's.
I hope the next few are up to this quality.
I hope so too.
Because-
I hope so too because this one was good.
Yeah.
And
And the beat was kind of cool too.
yeah,
The beat was very
the old
very
time,
good.
the old timey feel to it.
I
was
love
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it's like the first part of it's like made in the 30s, and then all of a sudden here comes the drop, and the bass. It's just like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's it's just like Jay Gatsby could get down to this.
I mean, it's a very Dan Bull kind of beat.
Yeah, well, they're really good with that. They did
Oh,
really
yeah.
good, and both actors did really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dan Bull and Lloyd.
Lloyd
both, yeah.
Lloyd was. I mean, honestly, I never thought about it. Kind of pulls off the look of Roosevelt with the big bushy mustache. It's just like,
Yep.
I didn't
Yeah.
even recognize him. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Because
for a minute. I was
Lloyd
like,
is very recognizable.
yeah.
yeah. Well, it's
I
because
mean,
he had the hair on his head and,
Yeah.
and the
Well, that's true.
mustache.
Yep.
But I think that's gonna do it, guys. I mean, this was really good.
Ooh, this
Yeah.
one was
And I can't wait to see
quality.
what they're going to come out with next. So, I guess until next time, this is going to do it for the Renegades. If you like the video, check the original in the link in the description. Check out Epic Rap Battles of History. They're awesome. Check out Lloyd. Check out Peter. Also, don't forget to check out this awesome woman over here. That Filthy Casual. That is the name of
That's
her
the
channel.
name she chose.
That's
not,
the name she chose.
not an insult.
Not an insult. So.
I call myself that, guys. It's
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, so her link to her channel is actually in the description below as well, and as well as our other endeavors, our Patreon, which are supported by these awesome people up here, the patron saints of the Renegade Nation. So if you wish to support and be part of that, feel free to donate, and also our PO box. Send us some stuff. We always like receiving stuff and opening it on camera for you all.
Give
so
us free presents.
Be like all ghost peppers.
no, so,
Austin Husky.
dang it. He actually told me he sent more.
I know.
You monster.
So, anyway, signing off for the Renegades. Until next time, we will see you later, Internet. Peace out.